Right, so next we're going to talk about Fae and meeting them at the crossroads in a meditation, which is very similar to all the meditations we've done, especially the ancestor meditation. But this one in particular puts you into a space to communicate with Fae. Fae, as I call them, are the fairies, the goblins, the gnomes, pixies, elves, elementals, and other nature spirits of our world. This is the meditation I used long ago to help me connect with those worlds, to even connect with Sasquatches and other beings. And it will help you connect and communicate with those beings as well. The only thing that is different now is I don't meditate to see them. This meditation helped me get there. This meditation helped me vibrationally align to see them. It helped me accept that they existed. The first time I did a variation of this meditation was with, I believe his name was R.J. Stewart. I want to say that's his name. I could be wrong, but I think that was his name. He's a Celtic wizard, essentially. And I did a variation of this and modified it for what I do. But a variation of this in my early 20s. And it was, even though I was experiencing fairies, I didn't see my first one until I was about, I don't know, 27, 28 probably. But I could see them in my mind. I knew they were there. I talked to nature. I could hear them telepathically. But seeing that first one and getting that first crystal gift that I got, which will be in an experience in another course of, I'll do a course of experiences. Getting that first crystal gift, that took time for me to align to that, and I aligned through this meditation. So if you're interested in this, working with elementals, with fairies, goblins, gnomes, those types of beings, more of the what we would call Celtic lore, even though they're throughout all of the mythology and folklore of all spiritualities. Most people know them from Celtic lore, know the common names from Celtic lore. So let's get started here. As always, we start with a relaxation meditation. So you can sit, you can lay down. If you've been doing the relaxation meditation, you probably realize at this point, laying down, there's a reason why, because our bodies really feel like they're melting away and falling away. So remember, get comfortable, close your eyes, and breathe in deeply at least 3 times, in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Keep breathing, keep focusing on your breath. And we're going to do a relaxation here. Bring your attention and your awareness to your legs, from your feet to your knees. Allow yourself to feel them with your mind. Ask them to relax as you imagine yourself in a field, laying down or sitting in the field with the sunlight warming your legs and your feet. Now, as it's warming your legs and your feet, you're observing too at the same time. You're seeing the grasses around you, sun in the sky, the clouds. Beautiful day. You might not see everything. It's okay if you don't. Just experience what you're experiencing. Allow it to flow. Allow it to be easy. Don't force it. But that sunlight's hitting your legs. as you're constantly breathing in a steady pace, in through your nose, out through your mouth, you ask your feet, calves to relax completely and disappear. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And then you ask your knees and thighs as the sun moves up and hits them and warms them. You feel them relaxing. You feel them disappearing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And then you get up to your hips and you feel your hips and you ask them to relax as the sunlight hits them. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Now you want to check in with your right leg. Bring your awareness to your right leg. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Your right leg's fully relaxing, disappearing and melting away. Go to your left leg. Check in, feel it relaxing. Ask it to relax. Sunlight's hitting it, warming it. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Bring your attention back to above your hips, to your chest and stomach, your lower back and upper back. Feel the sun warming your chest, warming your stomach, warming those body parts, relaxing them fully. Just feel that happening. Imagine that happening as you ask them to relax too. Just asking them with your mind. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Remember too to breathe with your diaphragm. Breathe as best you can with your diaphragm. Get that power of air flowing through you, that energy flowing through you. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Bring your attention to your arms, your right arm, your left arm, your hands and fingers. Your fingers and hands, ask them to relax. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Sunlight hits your lower arms. Feel it warming and relaxing them. In through your nose, out through your mouth. The sunlight moves up to your upper arm, warms the entirety of your arms, warms the hands, the fingers, the lower arm, the upper arm, relaxes everything. In through your nose, up, out through your mouth. Now the sunlight moves to your shoulders and relaxes them, warms them, the collarbone, the shoulder blades. Feel everything relaxing, the tension of your day disappearing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And then the sunlight moves up to your neck, and it's going to relax your neck muscles, your throat chakra. It's going to relax that whole area. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now bring your attention to your jawline as the sunlight hits your jawline. Hits your jawline, relaxes the muscles in that area. And remember, when you're doing the relaxation, you don't have to do all the body parts if you don't want to, but I normally recommend doing the full face individually to help release a lot of our tension from our days and open your third eye and crown. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Bring your attention to your cheeks, your ears, your eyes. And allow that to warm and relax as you ask them to relax and the sunlight hits them. You can feel the rest of your body just fading away. Most of it is faded away by now, completely disappearing into the ground. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Bring your attention to your forehead, your third eye. Relax that area. Feel the sunlight there. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now bring your attention to your crown. The sunlight's hitting your crown. It's now covering your entire body and warming every body part, relaxing everything to the point that most of it has completely disappeared from your mind. You can't even feel them. Relax your crown in through your nose, out through your mouth. Remember to keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Keep that cycle of energy moving as you're doing this work. Thoughts that come into your mind, just let them pass by. It's okay if they come, acknowledge them, let them pass by. Focus your mind always back to the task at hand of relaxing your body. Bring your attention back and go through your body parts once more, the body groups. The right leg, bring your focus to your right leg. You shouldn't even feel it anymore. You should be so relaxed it's falling away. Then you bring your attention to the left leg and the same thing, it's completely fallen away. It's completely relaxed. Your hips, your stomach, chest, lower back, completely relaxed. At this point, if you feel like something isn't completely relaxed, this is where you would bring your attention back to it and you would ask it to relax more, and you would focus your mind on relaxing that more and just asking it, not forcing it, but asking that body part to relax. Asking it to relax as you breathe in, as the sunlight hits it. This is why we check our body parts at the end of going through to the crown. Go up to your shoulder blades, both of your arms. Check your right arm. Should have fallen completely away by now. Your left arm falling completely away, completely relaxed. Disappearing into the ground. Feeling as though you are nothing other than the energy of your mind, of your soul. Check your throat, your neck, your facial muscles, and your crown, third eye. And once you're confident everything is relaxed, you're in a receptive state, we move on into the Fae meditation. This is very easy compared to the others. It's the same process we've done before. All you do is imagine yourself standing up in the field and there's a path before you. Now that path can be anything: rock, brick, dirt, or even just a wild trail. It's a path of your own desire, your own mind. Whatever works for you is okay. It doesn't have to be like everyone else. Remember that as you're imagining this, it is your imagination. It is your little universe that you are creating to meet these beings and travel to them. You don't have to force the details. Don't force them. Just let them be. You might see lots of detail. You might see little. But pay attention to the details you do see. Keep them in mind. Sometimes there are symbols and other beings in the distance as you walk the path, just saying hello. Walk the path. It winds through the field. It's going to wind around some hills. And as you're walking, just remember to pay attention to what's around you in your environment. Don't force it. Just see if you notice something in the distance. Something might be saying hi. You might see a power animal or totem. You might see a guide. You might see a symbol. Always pay attention to what you're observing. Observe the world around you. And as you walk around the hills, you hear a creek. And you see the creek appear And as the creek appears, there's an enormous oak tree, bigger than any oak tree you've ever witnessed, larger than any oak tree you've seen on Earth. And as you go towards this oak tree, the roots at the bottom open, and they open to reveal a tunnel. And the tunnel is large enough for you to walk through comfortably, safely. So you walk into the darkness of the tunnel with the light of the sun behind you and a pinpoint of light in the distance. And the pinpoint of light is there, shining, calling you forward. And the tunnel closes behind you as you walk in. The roots close. Even though it might be dark, it's safe. You feel loved, it feels warm. It feels like you're supposed to be here. You walk down the tunnel towards the light, towards the opening. It gets bigger and bigger as you're walking, unafraid of the dark. You know you're safe in these moments. And the light gets bigger and reveals an entrance. And here the path goes out of the tunnel and into a new area, into a new world. And that world could look like anything to you, but just follow the path. Follow the path a little ways. You're in a new place, a new space and time to meet other beings. Whatever you see around you is what you see and experience around you. Just know that you are safe and loved. Most people will see a field much like the one before, or a forest, rivers, streams, mountains in the distance. What you see is for you. Now continue down the path, and you get to a point in the path where there's a crossroads. And the crossroads, there's a fire in the center. It might be a ring of bricks, a ring of stone, a ring of some kind to protect the outside world from the fire. It could be daylight, it could be nighttime, it's up to you. Up to how you're experiencing it. I've seen both on this journey. Just let yourself experience what you're experiencing. You come to the crossroads and you sit down. And when you sit at the crossroads, you just gently ask, is there a fairy spirit or a nature spirit of the highest good and benevolence willing to speak with me? And you sit there. Much like our other meditations, we're going to sit and wait. And a being will come down one of the crossroads. They may come from in front of you, to the left, to the right, or from even behind you, but you feel safe and loved the entire time. You may have multiple beings. It is a crossroads. There might be multiple beings who come to you. They're going to appear. They're going to walk up to the fire and they're going to sit with you. And they're going to talk to you. You can ask them who they are. You can ask them what their message is, what they would like to share. Feel free to ask them questions, and they may ask you questions. Answer truthfully. And just sit there for a few minutes at the crossroads with these beings. And I'll give you a few moments to sit and talk. Remember to ask questions and listen to what they have to share to you. The fire's burning as you're asking questions, as you're talking and conversing. Conversation might be quick too. They'll tell you when they're done, when they're ready to leave. I'll give you a few more moments. All right, so now, if they haven't already finished, you're going to wrap up what you're talking about. You need to thank them, show them gratitude. They may do the same for you. Remember who they are, what they looked like, what they said. And then stand up from the crossroads, turn around, and head back down the path towards the tree. And remember that you walked into a new world, but the tree is still there. It's still the same enormous oak tree. And as you walk towards it, the roots open, and you see a tunnel, and you see a light at the other end. And you walk into that tunnel knowing exactly where you're going. The roots close behind you, and you walk forward towards the light in the distance. That light being the tree on the other side from where you came. You step out of the tunnel onto the path. The roots close again behind you to close off both doorways. And you continue walking. You're now back in your space, walking back towards the field, back to where you originally came from. And you're going to walk there, pay attention to everything around you. If you see anything, hear anything, observe anything that happens. Walk to the path, down the path, return to your space in the field. That could be laying down or sitting, it's up to you, but you return to that space. And as you get comfortable and feel the sun hitting your body, warming it, you bring your attention back to your body, bring your mind to your toes, and you start going through the groups again. You wiggle your toes, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. As always, feel your calves relax, or feel your calves awareness. You let them contract and try to move your calf muscles a little bit just to wake them a little bit. Always breathing. You can start down a 10 count if you'd like in your mind, if that helps. 10, your toes are waking, your calves are waking. 9, your thighs are waking. Contract those muscles a little bit, get the blood flowing. 8, your hips, your stomach and chest, they're starting to wake. Your mind can start to feel them and perceive them again. 7, your shoulder, collarbone, your arms are waking. You can feel them coming back to life. You start moving your fingers a little bit if you can. Don't force them. If you can't move them, there are times where I am so relaxed it takes a while. Just focus your mind and move them just a little bit at a time. 6, your arms are waking, your fingers, your hands, shoulder blades. Now your neck, throat. 5, your jawline, your cheeks, your ears. You can start to feel them again. You can start to feel your eyes. 4, top of your head is waking. You start to notice your whole body waking up. Your toes are moving easier. Your fingers are moving more easily. 4. Keep waking. 3. Blood is flowing. You're feeling the world around you. Everything's coming back. 2. 1. And your eyes open. That is the end of that meditation. Now it may take a few minutes for you to come back, and that's okay. Remember, take your time, don't force anything. When you're done, journal what you experienced. You might remember things throughout the day to journal. I just had an orb fly by as I finished that too, which is fascinating. Flew behind the camera here. You may experience things in that meditation. You may see different types of beings. They could look like anything. I've seen elementals, Sasquatch, all kinds of different beings in those realms. They are there to talk with you, and you can use that meditation to help connect with the fairy beings and that sort of thing. Remember, as a side note, to protect yourself as you're doing these meditations. There's going to be a whole nother class on protecting yourself. There's a reason I don't talk about it during the meditations, because there is a lot that you can do, and it's up to each individual to do that on his or her own. But just going into these journeys initially, you should be fine. There shouldn't be anything to worry about. Just talk to the beings with love, light, answer questions, ask them questions, who they are, and always ask for highest good, highest benevolence for them to come to you. That's it. That's the Fae meditation. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. And practice makes perfect. Remember to practice it a few times. This isn't meant to be a meditation you listen to all the time. It's meant to help you create that meditation space for yourself. The process being, go to the field to relax, go down the path, through the oak tree to the crossroads, and then back again. If you can get that process down, you can do it on your own without ever listening to the recording, which means you can have your own timing, you can have your own evolution too. It might change for you, but to always practice that until you can do it on your own. And then when you do it on your own, you'll find yourself experiencing other things as your guides and other beings help you shift that meditation for your own unique energy. So hopefully that'll connect you with nature spirits, fairies, and the like. Thank you again for watching. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, and I love you all.